Why do I write? Because I love it, and because I feel like I'm naturally creative, and for me, being creative actually relaxes me, and telling stories is one of my favorite things ever, and it just makes me happy, honestly. My love of reading and my love of stories, I feel, stemmed from a novel. Reading the Harry Potter books as a child, I feel like that's where it really inspired me to want to write and tell stories like that. I feel like novels is one of the best ways to tell stories because you're allowed to do anything you want with it, and you're also giving the audience the invitation to imagine along with you so they fill in the gaps, and I think that's really cool. I'm very, very organized, almost to a fault. I want to know everything that happens before I ever write a word, and I will go back to that paper, that blank paper that has all my ideas on it, and change things around constantly to the point where I have to actually force myself to write something. And since I'm trying to write my first novel, I feel like everything's kind of a learning process, and I'm starting to find my groove of what works best for me. Fantasy and sci-fi, but grounded in reality. Putting it in a world where it's realistic, but adding a bit of supernatural to it. I think that's my favorite genre to write in. I would say take criticism well. You have to find a balance between it. It's hard to see another perspective when you're really deep into your story. So it's good to get that outside perspective, and don't take it personally when people criticize it. They're just giving you a different perspective, and that's not a bad thing. Doesn't mean your story's awful if they say it's awful, but you do have to take what they say into account and take a step back and look at it from their perspective and see what they're saying is helpful.